guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nisha. This is my new channel. I'm stepping into a new energy. I'm being led. I was led here. I've always dreamed of being a YouTuber and I've been shied away from it. I've had my light dim and everything to stray me away, but finally I'm stepping back into my light and I'm stepping back into me and being true to who I am, and a part of that is doing this. So I wanted to just come on here, start out, just give you guys an overview of why I'm getting on here, why I was led to do this, what am I here for, basically. Oh, also a little disclaimer, by the way, since this is only my first video, I am pretty nervous coming on here. I had anxiety. I don't identify with having anxiety anymore, but I did suffer from it and it did hold me back, and I'm going to talk about that later. But I just want to say that this is very vulnerable for me. This is me stepping into my light. There's a feeling inside of me that's telling me that this is what I'm supposed to do. So now I'm doing it. I took some notes here because this is what I want to go over. This is what I just planned the video for today because this is just an introduction video in my eyes. Just letting you guys know a little bit about myself. And the title of this video is most likely going to be something about my lens, Nisha's lens. What is Nisha's lens? That's what we're really asking today. What is my lens? And what do I even mean by that? I'm just going to jump right into it. Dive right on in. First, I want to say that I've come to the realization that when we were put on this earth, when we were born here, we're blessed with a mind and a soul of our own. But we're also blessed with the ability to hear and to see the world around us. Some of us weren't blessed with that, but a lot of us were, and we don't really take that into consideration. We all hear and see everything, but that doesn't define who we are. What we see and hear isn't evidence to prove who you are. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to work. And unfortunately, that's how it's been going for the longest. We let the things that we've been through, we let the things that we've heard, we let what people tell us, we let what we see on social media, all those things. We build it up, put it in collective, save it in our mind, and base our identity on who we are, our soul being based off those things. I hope I'm making sense already, because I need y'all to understand. We have the ability to control our own worlds. So in my lens, in my world, I'm going to see things completely different from what you're seeing it from, because we don't have the same mind, we don't have the same soul, we don't have the same inner. And when we are true and authentic to our own inner being, that's when we can 100% be authentically ourselves. And that's what I'm working on. That's what I've been working on for the past few months, and it really led me right to this step. I'm going to give you a real life example. Right. But I was talking about we all can see and hear everything around us, but we all don't see and hear the same things. And we don't all think the same way either. And I'm going to give you the example that blew my mind. There's a fact that it's already proven by scientists that we only see a certain percentage of light, and that light is what our eyes uses to transmit and form an image inside of our brain. So let me say that again. We get a percentage, a really small percentage. I'm gonna put the percent on the screen because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but we get a small percentage of light that we all get into our eyes, and then it's up to our eyes and our brain and our ears all come together and form an image and a picture for us, right? So think about this. I just told you guys that we have the power to control what we think up here, our mindset. And for me, I'm just gonna say, for me, I came to this realization because I wear glasses. I cannot see far away. I can't see past, 25 to 30 feet, actually. So as I'm sitting right here, the stuff that's 20 to 35 feet in front of me, I cannot see it without my glasses. Anybody who knows me, they knows I'm horrible with glasses. This is my glasses that I just brought out to show you guys. You can see here that I don't have the, what is it called? The arms for me to wear these. These are some of my other old glasses. As you can see, they're also broken. But that's physical proof that we can control what we see. With my glasses, I can see everything clearly. I can see everything. Everything is super clear. Without my glasses, it goes back to blurry, literally. And this is the way that I was born. My eyes have progressively gotten worse. So this is right, it's literally right in our face. Like, and this is what I mean with we have the ability to control. When you have a certain mindset, you only can see the certain things that align with that mindset. You can only see certain things that you're going to be looking out. When you look out into the world, you're going to be looking for evidence to prove that certain mindset that you had. I'm going to give you another example, a real life example that I actually went through. I told you guys that I suffered with anxiety, and it's because growing up, I went through a bunch of stuff that I just, to conclude, I developed anxiety. I developed a fear of being judged. Anywhere that I went, out in public, anything, I always felt that people were staring at me and looking at me in order to judge me or to nitpick at me. But that's just what I was telling myself in my head. This is all rooted in the way that I was treated. And I'll get into that later on. I'm going to do story times about a lot of the stuff that I'm mentioning, but I just want to bring it up so you can understand that I'm not just making this up. I didn't just read this. I lived this stuff. I went through it already. And that's why I'm getting on here to tell you guys about it, because it's like, how can I have a mind like this, or how can I have these real world experiences and not share them with the world, right? Anyways, I developed a fear of being judged anywhere I went. Well, I can say when I was in school, right? Because I'm only 19, so you can say when somebody's 19, you probably can look at them and be like, if they haven't gone through anything, they're still young, they don't have no experience, they don't know nothing about this world, anything. Well, for me, I've been through a lot of stuff. I might not know everything about this world, but I do know who I am. I do know how my heart is. I do know how I want to see the world based off all the stuff that I went through. And that's why I need to share it with y'all, because you guys have the power to do the same exact thing. Anyways, I keep getting off track because I'm so passionate about this. It was so bad for me. My anxiety was so bad that even at home, I would be trapped inside my room debating if I should come out because I'm too afraid to get judged, or I'm too afraid that I might do the wrong thing, or I'm too afraid that somebody's going to think a certain thing about me. And it was always negative because that's what I was dealing with. And it shaped my mindset. It changed the way that I think. I couldn't go to the store alone because I was too afraid that I would feel too vulnerable. My anxiety would be too bad. I couldn't stand it because that's how I had a fixed mindset. I literally had a fixed mindset because the stuff that I saw and heard, it developed an idea in my head, and it gave me a fixed mindset. I struggled with this for the longest. But I can say when I was in high school, because this is why I brought up my age, at home, it was bad for me. But at school, I was fine. I didn't care. I was free. I was being me all the time. When I struggled with that fixed mindset, I can go back to, 10th grade. At home, my anxiety was horrible. I would not leave my room. I wouldn't talk to my mom or her wife. I'm going to get into that another time, but I could not face them. Anytime I needed to ask them something, I would text it to them, or I didn't even like calling them. Like, it was so bad that I was put myself in such a little box at home because of my fixed mindset. Everything that I thought would happen in my mind, I led myself to it happening because of my anxiety. Like, for example, I would be wanting to ask my mom if I can go hang out with my friends. I'm too afraid to go ask her. I'm not going to call her. I'm not going to try to talk to her when she's right in front of her wife, because those things make my anxiety horrible. It makes me feel like I'm going to freaking pass out. But I would text her. I would think of every scenario that she could say. Any little reason to where she could tell me no, I would think of it beforehand. So when I'm texting her and asking her, I have everything laid out already. I have a whole plan. I have everything. So it's like either she can say yes, or she can say no because of one of the things I've already thought about. Right. So then it's like, since I've already thought about all these things, I'm just proving it to myself. It's like, I already thought it was going to happen. I already felt the emotion of it happen. And guess what? She just proved it to me. It's literally like we put ourselves in a box and then we look for evidence to keep us in the box. And I had to stop. I realized that, and I had to stop doing it. I had to stop. Like, I realized that it was keeping me back. It was dimming my light. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. Now that I've did a lot of reflecting and a lot of thinking and a lot of rekindling and everything that you can think of, I see now that it all happened to me for a reason, because I know that I'm special. I know that the heart and the mind that I have is special. A lot of people do not have that. A lot of people cannot walk a second in my shoes. And I'm not saying this to brag, or I'm not saying this to make me seem like, oh, I'm better than everybody, or I'm not trying to make you feel less about yourself in any way, because that's not who I am. I've never been that type of person ever. What I am saying is that when I was born and I was blessed with this heart and I was blessed with this mind, I was blessed with this personality, it was meant for me to share it. It was meant for me to put it on display so other people can see exactly what it looks like. If that makes sense. Exactly. So I realize now that whenever I'm being 100% me, it always brightens up people's day. Literally, when I was on my flag football team in that 10th grade where I was talking about, I just told y'all I was going through the worst stuff ever. But when I would show up to school or I would show up to flag football practice, everybody loved me. My coaches literally nicknamed me Smiley, because anytime they looked at me at practice, at a game, we could be losing by 50 points. I'm still on the sideline with a smile on my face. I'm still over there hyping up my teammates, telling them that they're doing a good job. Like, that's just who I am. And I'm no longer letting anybody take that away from me, because I've been through it. I've already had that happen to me. I've already had my light be dimmed, and I cannot let it happen anymore. People used to tell me that my smile alone can brighten up a room. And I let my light get so dim that I lost track of that. I lost sight of that somehow. Literally, I had to learn that I have to just keep showing up 100% me, no matter what. Nothing that I went through, nothing that I seen, nothing that I heard about me, any of the stuff that was challenging in my life, any of the times where I was at my lowest, that does not define who I am. Yeah, it's a part of my story. Yeah, it's a part of my journey. Yeah, it was lessons that I had to learn. Those things don't define me. I'm still me at the end of the day. I'm still this girl with this big heart who loves pouring into others. I'm the type of person that'll give you my shirt off my back. I've always been that type of person. I'm the type of person who's I'm gonna see you down and I'm gonna try my best to lift you back up. I'm that type of person who I can come into a room and put a smile on everybody's face. Like, that's just who I am. And I had to come to an understanding and the realization of that. Like, me getting my light dim just had to that was done on purpose to show me just how strong my light actually is. Alright, moving on down, I can go and tell you that, because you're probably like, well, why is YouTube? Why was I led to YouTube? And I can tell you, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Always. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. The videos are on my page. I'm not going to delete them. I'm not going to take them down. I'm not going to archive them or nothing, because this is my proof. This is my evidence that I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Me, back in middle school, I was going through a lot of stuff. But instead of putting those things on display, instead of actually being authentically me, I was just trying to follow the trends. I love recording. I love being in front of the camera. Like, my energy and my light, I don't know, it just shines so much when I'm in front of the camera. I just feel so comfortable. I just like to record. And I've always liked to record. So when it came back to middle school, everybody was doing like asking their classmates questions and stuff. I did that. I really just wanted to get on YouTube because I seen everybody else do it and I wanted to do it. And that's literally obviously why I failed. I ran out of ideas. I wasn't being authentically me. I was just trying to do what was trending. And now this time around, I can see clearly, I can see that 100% that all I have to do is just be me. I don't know how else to tell it to you guys. Like, I just have to be me. Back then, in middle school, I quickly lost motivation. I didn't feel like recording. I didn't feel like recording stuff that I didn't actually want to do just because it was popular. I didn't want to do that, and I still don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. And now I can see clearly that I don't have to do that. This is my life. This is my lens. This is my world. I don't have to do nothing like anybody else. All I have to do is be me, 100%. That's it. Another time, because you guys still don't really know who I am, the stuff that I went through, the beginning of my YouTube journey right now, I want to tell you guys about all the stuff that I went through in the past, and not just what I went through or how it hurt me or how it was so hard or none of those things. I want to paint the picture for you to see that, yeah, I did go through all those things, but I just learned my lessons from them and I moved on. I didn't let those things define me. I didn't let those things dictate how I live every day. No. Those things are lessons that I learned, I took into consideration, and I moved on from them. I used them as fuel. For example, I was literally a teen mom. My junior year of high school, the first day of school, I was already, like 3 months pregnant. I went to school from the beginning of the school year all the way until Christmas break. I didn't miss a day. I was there every single day, pregnant and all. My classmates literally watched my stomach grow. You're probably like, wow, like me? Yes, I did that. Yes, I did that. I was walking to my bus stop, walking to school, walking through the halls, no special treatment, no special desks, no special tables, nothing. Just regularly being me. I was still coming to school with a smile on my face. I was still top of my class. I was still taking these hard classes. I was still showing up for my friends. Like, that's just who I am. And I was saying that to say that during those moments, I had plenty of times where I wanted to pick up the camera and record and show you guys, like, me thriving. Like, yeah, I'm a teen mom and I'm going to school. Yeah, I'm a teen mom and I still live a regular life. I wanted to show that. I wanted to put it on display because something about it was, it's different. Obviously, I knew that everybody wasn't going through that, but I didn't realize that through it all, I didn't need to record to show you guys an aesthetic. I didn't need to record to show you guys what not to do. I needed to record because through it all, I was being authentically me. I was being me. That's it. I was being me. Even another example I can give y'all. When I was junior year? Hold on. Alright, y'all. I'm back. I got a little call, but I'm back and I'm gonna continue. I was gonna say that another example of when I wanted to start recording was senior year. I was catching the bus with a newborn in a car seat. He was getting dropped off at his daycare. I was getting dropped off at school. That's literally what I've been through. That was my life. Taking the bus to go take my baby to daycare, taking the bus to go to school, still going to school, showing up for my classmates, showing up for my teammates, still taking the hard classes, still maintaining my grades, all of it, all at the same time. But I was still being me. I was still being 100% me. And I realize now that that's what I'm on here for, to tell you guys that in this society, because really in today's society, it's so easy to get lost and trapped in trying to do what society wants you to do. For example, I was pressured into nursing. I thought nursing would be my way out. I thought that since I like learning new stuff, since I like helping people, that I should be a nurse. I should go to school and learn how to be a nurse. That didn't work out for me. I let society and my mom and the pressure and school think me that I was getting led into the right direction. I thought that that was my way out. But the whole time, I realize now that if I would have followed through with that, if I would have went all the way to school and I actually started to happen to clock in and do the nurse work, it wasn't going to work for me. I was not going to love it. I was going to be doing something just for the money. And that's not who I am. I can't do that. As much as, that's what society pressures us to think, I can't do it. Yeah. And that's the point. That's literally a lot of what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, is that I'm just here to be 100% me. All the things that I've learned, all the stuff that I went through, I'm here to tell it to you guys. In my future videos, I'm going to be giving y'all story times to tell y'all about a lot of the hardship that I went through and the lessons that I learned from it. So you don't have to repeat it. Or if you are going through it, you can get some advice. Or if the message is for you, you're going to get the message. That's just how YouTube works. If the message is for you, you're going to get the message. I'm literally ready now to step into the light. I'm ready to step into being me. I'm ready to step into my dream life. I told y'all, I've always dreamed of being a YouTuber, and now I'm stepping into it. I'm trusting that I'm being led. Right now, you may not be able to see it on my face, or you may not be able to tell by my energy, but I'm at like one of the lowest points I've ever been in life. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I'm just trapped in this little space, and I'm being led. I was led right to this. This is my calling. I don't know if you guys believe in that, or if you think that's true, or if you've ever experienced it, but all the stuff that happened to me throughout my life, it was to lead me right here to this point. Like I just told y'all, I suffered with anxiety. I had a fear of being judged. But right now, I'm on camera, being 100% me, and I feel comfortable. I feel proud. And even if somebody has something to say about me, I wouldn't care. I told y'all I would never ever let anybody dim my light again. I can't. Why would I let myself go back to that? I literally walked around school pregnant. You don't think people were judging me? You don't think I was getting side looks? Literally in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was keeping it a secret. There was people who used to be my friends who were sneaking to take pictures of me to prove to everybody that I was pregnant. Do you really think that me getting online is gonna do something to me? Or your negative comment is gonna spew something in my head? Is not. This is what I'm telling you guys. That all of this stuff happened for a reason. All the stuff that I went through, I went through it for a reason to leave me right here. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna see. I feel so now that I'm stepping into this light, I feel so obligated to share my mind with you guys. Like I told you that I love helping people. I would give you the shit off my back if I could. But another thing about me that I didn't mention is that I love teaching. I was that kid in class where we learned a new lesson. The teacher, she's going through it. She gets to a certain point that's like, it's a little touchy for us. We're not really connecting to it. We're not really getting it. I'm going to ask the right questions that's going to get all of us to understand it. I'm not some person who's going to raise my hand and ask a question. I'm not going to be scared because everybody else is thinking it. But I'm going to be the one to raise my hand and ask it. I'm going to be the one to build the right type of question to where when the teacher answers it, it's going to help all of us. I'm the type of person to where if my classmates are struggling in school, for example, most of the time in school there's a part of in English class or whatever you want to call it, you have to read articles and answer questions. Usually these questions, they don't make a lick of sense. What I love to do was read the question, get a deep understanding for it, and then reword it for my classmates to help them answer it. Who do you know is doing that? Who do you know can do that? I wasn't just flat out just giving them the answer. I didn't feel right to just flat out and give them the answer because that's not helping them. They're not learning it. But if I can reword it and change it around to where maybe it can actually click in your brain, then I really just helped you. And that's another thing. When I help people, I can see it click in their brain. And I love it. It's such a great feeling. And through knowing that, and that I've experienced it, I've seen it in real life, and all the people who are surrounding me, like the people who are put into my life that I've helped out, it was great. It was a great feeling. Like I felt so honored. Like it was such a pat on my back moment. And right now that I'm stepping into my light and I'm getting into YouTube and I'm sharing my journey with you guys, the same thing can happen for y'all. I might not be able to see the light click in your head, but I know you understood. I know that if you click on this video and you understood me, it's gonna resonate with you. It's gonna leave an imprint on your brain. You're not just gonna watch my video and go on about your day and not being able to take anything away. I'm gonna leave every single video I make, I want to leave an imprint on you. So later down the line, when maybe you're going through something, maybe you're going through a hardship, or maybe you're put into a tough situation, you remember this stuff that I told you. You remember that all you have to do is be you. All you have to remember is that this stuff is happening for a reason. What is the lesson I'm being learned? No, what is the lesson that I'm being taught? Is this a consequence of my own action? Step into that accountability. Yeah, you went through hardship. Yeah, you have a story, but does your story define who you are? The stuff you went through, is that just your characteristics? Is that your personality? Exactly. That's not gonna work. I'm telling you, that's not gonna work. Everybody has a story. You know that. We all know that. So why we let our own stories hold us back? Why we let our own stories be our full entire personality? Cut it. I have to cut it. That's why I'm getting on here, because y'all have to cut it too. That's what I mean. I'm here to share it with y'all because I the same way that I can help myself, I want to help y'all, and I feel obligated to help y'all. I want to tell you guys some more stuff about me, not just my hardships, but stuff that actually makes me me. Stuff that I like to do, my interests, the things that I'm going to be bringing to this channel that maybe you'll resonate with, or maybe it'll be good for you to see. Because that's another thing I want to tell you guys, that I don't want you to subscribe to me because I make cooking videos. You know that you're not that good at cooking, so there's a certain YouTuber that you have that anytime you need a recipe or anytime you need a tutorial on cooking, you go to that one YouTuber. That's not what I want to be. I'm not going to limit myself to one little idea or one little niche, because that's not who I am. I'm the type of person who, anything that I see, I have this on my interest. I'm an explorer. I love to learn new things. All growing up, anytime I seen something done and I felt like I could do it, I'm going to try to do it. And I get that from my mom. I can only say that I get that from my mom. She's always telling me that no matter what I put my mind to, I can do it. I know obviously we've all had that saying, we've all heard it before, but have you actually lived it? Have you actually stepped into it? I have. My mom also has. I love exploring and learning. Like I told you guys, when I would be able to break down a question for my classmates, it's because I love to learn. The teacher explained it for the first time. That's all it took for me because I was engaged. I wanted the information. I craved the information. The information was like, I don't know. It's like giving a fat kid some cake. I love new information. I'm going to take it anytime I can get it. Anytime I can get some, I'm going to take it. And that's the thing about me. I'm not just going to take it and keep it to myself. I'm not going to just take it and be selfish about it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to share it. I'm going to take it and reword it so other people can understand it. I'm going to take the information and rewrite it so that when somebody else reads it or when somebody else who's struggling with it, it'll click in their brain and they'll understand it right away. That's just who I am. I love helping people. I love teaching things. I love learning and relaying the information. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all. Obviously, I mean, I hope that's making sense. All the stuff that along the rest of my life, the rest of this journey, all the things that I learned, all the lessons that I learned, anything that I keep going through, anything that I have to deal with, it's going to be right here on camera for y'all. Y'all going to learn lessons with me. And I'm going to be able to sit down because I've stepped into who I am. So I'm going to be able to sit down and take accountability for whatever happened, break it down, think about it from the bigger picture, think about it from everybody else's perspective, and give y'all the lesson, the real lesson. I can give y'all key takeaways. I can tell y'all what not to do. I can tell y'all tips and tricks. Like, that's just who I am. That's what I'm telling y'all. That's just who I am. So that's what I mean. I'm stepping into my light. I'm stepping into my calling. That's why it feels so natural to me because that's already who I've been through all of it. Another thing about me that I wanted to share with you guys is the DIY side of me. Excuse me. Let me think of something. Oh, there's a DIY shit right in front of y'all's face. My hair. This is my first time ever parting my hair and doing braids myself. This is a DIY. I braided myself. I've done my nails myself. I've made clothes myself. I've done photo collages myself. I made outfits for my son, his first birthday, his second birthday. I made his outfit. I've made YouTube intros. I made flyers. I learned how to cook. I can cook very well because all it takes is for me to watch somebody else do it and I can do it. It's literally that simple. And this is what I mean, that DIYs, doing it myself. And when I mean doing it myself, it's the way that I want to do it. Because it's me. I'm doing it for myself. So I can do it any kind of way I want to do it. That's why I love them so much. Because yeah, I can go get my hair braided, but she might not do it the way I want her to do it. Or she might not put as much time and effort into it like I did. Or she might not have the same skills or the same mindset going into the craft like I do. I have such a creative mind. You guys are going to see because I'm going to keep showing y'all. I'm going to keep showing up and proving it to y'all. I'm not just saying this stuff because I want y'all to subscribe to me or because I want y'all to keep listening. I'm saying this stuff because it's true. That's what my first few videos are going to be about. Me coming on here, teaching y'all a lesson, or me coming on here, showing up authentically me, giving you a piece of my story so you can relate to it, so you can grasp it, so I can paint the picture for you, so you can fully understand the message that I'm persuading. So you can fully understand the message that I desperately want you to understand. I'm telling y'all, I've already went through this stuff, so why would I be telling this stuff? Why would I be reliving the story for myself? I'm reliving it for you guys so that you can take away stuff from it. It can leave an imprint on your life. Not mine. It already left an imprint on mine. That's why it's so important for me to share it. I need to start wrapping this up. This video is getting pretty long for our first video, but who cares? All my videos are going to be long because for y'all. This is my last point that I want to make in this video. Is that you guys, as my subscribers, I already see you guys as family. Even though y'all aren't here yet, this is probably the first time y'all have ever seen me. You guys are my family. If you were able to relate with this message, if you were able to listen to me for this long, if I was able to put a smile on your face, if my energy was able to brighten up your day a little bit, you're going to subscribe to me. You're going to become part of my family. I'm building a family here. You guys are all my family. You're here to support me, and I'm also here to support you guys and everything that you do. I don't want you to just come here for a quick little laugh. No. I want you to come here for an imprint. Yeah, we might laugh along the way, but you're gonna remember the message. I told you, I mentioned it before, I don't want you to come here to I don't want you to subscribe to me because you like fashion and all my content is fashion, or you like basketball and all my videos are about basketball. No. I want you to subscribe to this channel because you like who I am as a person. You can relate to me. That's it. You can form a connection with my soul. When you're watching this video, it's like you're sitting in the same room with me. We have a connection. I'm talking to you. That's all. That's all I need from y'all. That's all I want. Literally, that's all that I want. You guys are my family. Y'all are here to support me, and I'm here to support y'all. Point blank, period. Before, when I first started stepping back into my light as a YouTuber, comes to the realization that being a YouTuber has always been my dream. Opening my eyes back up, I just said that I told y'all my energy, my smile, my personality, it can brighten up a room. So I just want you guys to get a little smile. If you leave my video feeling more brightened or with a smile on your face, I'm gonna feel accomplished. That's all I need. I'm gonna feel honored. I'm gonna feel like I blessed you. I feel blessed to be able to do that for you. Because in today's day and age, who really cares about if you're happy? Who out in this world really cares about if you have a smile on your face? Well, I do. I care. I want you guys to always be happy. I want you guys to always leave my video with a smile on your face. I want you to always feel like you didn't just watch my video for some dopamine. You watched my video for some relatability, some relatefulness. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Now that I'm showing up for y'all and y'all are gonna show up for me, it's like I've been at such a low for so long, there's only one way for me to go, and that's up. I only can elevate from here. I only can go up from here, and you guys are gonna see it. Y'all gonna watch it. Y'all gonna witness it in real time. I promise, because I'm gonna keep showing up for y'all. I don't even care if y'all stop showing up for me. I'm gonna keep showing up for y'all, because eventually, when the message is right, when the time is ready, when it's the perfect timing, you're gonna come across this video. If the message needs to be heard by you, you're gonna hear it. That's just how the world works. Sorry to break it to you, but coincidences aren't real. All this stuff happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I know you probably don't even believe that. You probably said it out loud before. You probably have heard somebody else say it. You probably shrugged it off like something bad happened, so this happened for a reason, and you don't even know the reason. You probably don't even know the reason, but you know that it happened for a reason. Yeah, you can acknowledge that it happened for a reason. I'm gonna keep showing up for you guys because I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to be trapped in those fixed mindsets like I was. I don't want you to have to deal with hardship like I did. I don't want you to be living your life for somebody else. I don't want you to have to feel like you have to do what society wants you to do. None of that, because I'm not doing any of those things either. So why would I want you to? I'm gonna help motivate you and inspire you and lead you into the right direction. The main goal is to help your kids. And to me, getting on here and dropping these videos like this stuff isn't gonna go away. They can come back and watch this in 50 years. This video is still gonna be uploaded. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to come here and watch this video. All the lessons that I just taught y'all, they'll be able to come here and learn them as well. Even in a year from now, when I'm blown up, when I have 5,000 subscribers, they can still come back to this video and it's still gonna resonate. There's still gonna be a lesson in it. But the difference is there's gonna be proof. There's also gonna be proof. Yeah, I'm gonna prove it to y'all that when you just show up and be authentically yourself, it pays off. Anyways, I have to wrap this video up because it's getting too long, and I know I just have to wrap it up. If anything I said, anything that I brought up, any other things that I mentioned, if you could relate to it, if you feel connected, please just subscribe. I'm gonna keep helping open your eyes. I'm gonna keep helping you to see that you could just be yourself. I'm here to inspire y'all. I'm here to motivate y'all. I'm here to teach y'all. I'm here to just live my life, take all the things that I've learned, everything that I see, my world, my lens, and give you a glimpse of it. So if you want to come along this journey, if you believe in me, if you feel like you want to support me, if you feel like I'm have a good personality, then this is for you. And I would love if you subscribe and leave a like and drop a comment. If you made it this far in the video, all the way to the end, drop some pink hearts. I wore pink for my energy today, so drop some pink hearts. I love y'all. Y'all are my family, so see y'all next time.